Widely regarded as one of the finest actors of his generation, Robert De Niro has earned 2 Academy Awards and is renowned for his roles in Taxi Driver, The Godfather Part II, Raging Bull, and Cape Fear. When you hear the name Robert De Niro, what comes to mind? For most of us, it's probably his intense performances, the iconic mafia roles, and that legendary scowl that says more than words ever could. With a career that spans more than 5 decades, he has done it all. Acted, produced, directed, and even built his own legacy in the world of business. His films are unforgettable, and so is he. But how did he become the Robert De Niro? Robert Anthony De Niro was born on August 17, 1943, in the Greenwich Village neighborhood of Manhattan, New York City. His parents, Robert De Niro Sr. and Virginia Admiral, were both artists, with his father being a noted abstract expressionist painter. His parents separated when he was just 2 years old after his father came out as gay. Raised primarily by his mother, young Robert found himself surrounded by creativity, but also chaos, as his mother juggled her career as a painter and raising a child. As a bright and energetic child, De Niro loved going to the movies with his father, especially enjoying films featuring Swedish star Greta Garbo. His mother worked part-time as a typist and copy editor for Maria Picator's dramatic workshop, which allowed young De Niro to attend children's acting classes for free as part of her compensation. At 10, De Niro made his stage debut as the Cowardly Lion in The Wizard of Oz. Shortly after, he was accepted into New York's prestigious High School of Music and Art, known for its focus on visual and performing arts. However, feeling unprepared for the school's intense and competitive environment, he left after a few days and returned to public school. In 1960, after a reflective cross-country trip to visit relatives in California, De Niro made the decision to drop out of high school and pursue acting. When asked in an interview why he chose the profession, he famously replied, "Acting is a cheap way to do things that you would never dare to do yourself." He enrolled at the Stella Adler Conservatory, now the Stella Adler Studio of Acting, and, while he continued taking night classes for high school, he never completed his diploma. After a brief cameo in the 1965 French film 3 Rooms in Manhattan, De Niro made his true debut in the 1968 film Greetings. His breakthrough came in 1973 with 2 acclaimed films, Bang the Drum Slowly, where he portrayed a terminally ill baseball catcher, and Mean Streets, his first of many collaborations with Martin Scorsese, playing a street thug alongside Harvey Keitel. Critic Roger Ebert praised De Niro's performance as marvelous, filled with urgency and restless desperation. But it wasn't until his role as a young Vito Corleone in The Godfather Part II in 1974 that De Niro truly cemented his place in Hollywood. His performance was so powerful that it earned him an Academy Award for Best Supporting Actor. One of the most defining moments of De Niro's career came in 1976 with Taxi Driver. In the film, De Niro plays Travis Bickle, a disturbed Vietnam War veteran turned New York cabbie who slowly unravels into madness. His iconic line, "You talking to me?" which was actually improvised, became one of the most famous quotes in film history. De Niro immersed himself so completely in the character that he spent weeks driving cabs in New York to prepare for the role. That dedication paid off, as the film became a cinematic masterpiece and earned De Niro an Academy Award nomination. De Niro worked with renowned directors like Bernardo Bertolucci on 1900, 1976, Elia Kazan on The Last Tycoon, 1976, and Martin Scorsese on New York, New York, 1977. His dramatic talent shone in The Deer Hunter, 1978. De Niro described it as his most physically exhausting role, criticizing how soldiers became victims of war. He earned another Best Actor Academy Award nomination. One of De Niro's greatest strengths is his remarkable ability to physically and emotionally transform for a role. In Raging Bull, 1980, he gained 60 pounds to portray boxer Jake LaMotta. His powerful performance earned him an Academy Award for Best Actor, solidifying his status as one of the greatest actors of his era. When you think of Robert De Niro, mobster roles immediately come to mind, particularly his celebrated collaborations with Scorsese in iconic mafia films. In Goodfellas, 1990, De Niro portrayed Jimmy Conway, a ruthless yet charismatic mobster, delivering one of his finest performances. De Niro earned another Oscar nomination for his role in Awakenings, 1990. He continued with dramas, portraying a blacklisted director in Guilty by Suspicion and a fire chief in Ron Howard's Backdraft, both in 1991. Shortly after, De Niro reunited with Scorsese in the 1991 Cape Fear remake, playing a menacing tattooed rapist who stalks a family. To prepare, De Niro followed an intense workout regimen, added muscle, and paid $5,000 to have his teeth ground down for the role. The film earned De Niro his 6th Oscar nomination and became his highest-grossing collaboration with Scorsese, raking in over $182 million worldwide. After comedic roles in Night in the City, 1992, and Mad Dog and Glory, 1993, De Niro returned to drama in This Boy's Life, 1993. That year, he also made his directorial debut with A Bronx Tale, an adaptation of Chaz Palminteri's one-man play, which De Niro called one of the greatest he'd ever seen. In 1994, he transformed into the monster in Kenneth Branagh's Frankenstein. In 1995, De Niro teamed with Scorsese again for Casino. Later that year, he starred in Michael Mann's Heat, reuniting with Al Pacino in a crime thriller. In 2000, De Niro starred in the comedy Meet the Parents as Ben Stiller's future father-in-law. The hit film led to 2 successful sequels, Meet the Fockers, 2004, and Little Fockers, 2011. De Niro received his 7th Academy Award nomination for Silver Linings Playbook, 2012, and collaborated with David O. Russell again in American Hustle, 2013, and Joy, 2015. In 2017, he portrayed Bernie Madoff in HBO's The Wizard of Lies. He reunited with Martin Scorsese for their 10th collaboration in Killers of the Flower Moon, released in October 2023. Throughout his distinguished career, Robert De Niro has garnered 7 Academy Award nominations, winning 2 for The Godfather Part II and Raging Bull. He has also received Golden Globes, BAFTAs, and various accolades. In 2009, he was honored with the Kennedy Center Honors for his contributions to American culture. And in 2016, President Barack Obama awarded him the Presidential Medal of Freedom, the highest civilian honor in the U.S. In addition to acting, De Niro is a successful businessman, co-founding the Tribeca Film Festival, now one of the most significant film festivals globally, and owning several restaurants including the renowned Nobu chain. As of May 2024, Robert De Niro's net worth is estimated to be around $500 million. Robert De Niro is more than just an actor. He's a living legend. From gritty, transformative roles to lighthearted comedies, his range knows no bounds. Few actors have the kind of staying power De Niro has enjoyed for over 5 decades, and fewer still have made as lasting an impact on cinema. In a world where fame is often fleeting, Robert De Niro has proven that true talent, grit, and dedication can create a legacy that transcends time. Well, that's a wrap for today. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video and found it engaging, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And if you want to stay updated with more captivating content, hit that red subscribe button and tap the notification bell so you never miss a video from us. Your support means everything.